Hello guys, it is me and I'm gonna give you the video that I've been promising I would make for the past year, this first half of the year at least. I'm gonna show you what I did in India these 4 months. I hope you will enjoy this. I was in the complete opposite, at least geographically speaking, side of the world. And just a little disclaimer before we begin. I was in India for 4 months. I visited a few cities, but India is probably the most diverse country that I've ever been in. There's literally more than 10 times the people that are in Mexico, and there's just been cultures that have been living there for thousands of years. So many cultures, so many languages, so many things that whatever I show you right now is just a little glimpse at what India really is, and you can't really summarize it in a single video or anything. This is just what I personally lived at the very few places that I visited with very few people that I met, not representative of all India. So with that out of the way, welcome to Victorville. Now, first of all, getting there. I made a video about how I got there through Dubai. I think it took me over 40 hours to get there, something like that. I arrived there and I was very tired. So if you want to know more about that, watch that other video. And let's start with the actual India parts of this video. I want to talk to you about some of the nice places that I visited in India, which I think you will really like. First of all, this is the university that we partnered with this semester. Is ISB, the Indian School of Business, and we had a few seminars there. I can't say that they were super fun for me because I don't really care a lot about business, but they had a nice campus. They were real nice people. They gave us really nice food. Then for a friend's birthday we went to this place called Bidar. This is the fort, Bidar Fort. This is one of my favorite shots ever that I've ever taken. And it basically used to be a fortress a long time ago, which people used to protect themselves against other empires and other people that were trying to go in. And that they also visited this temple. It's a Sikh temple. Sikh is another religion that is, I think, mostly prominent in India, though it's not that big anymore. After that, I visited the Himalayas. And basically, it was super fun. I had a great time there. Just getting there was a nice adventure. And I also made a video about that, so you should click. I don't know where you'll click, but you'll click somewhere to watch it. I'll make sure to put that somewhere. I also went with a friend to a Hindu temple. Unfortunately, I couldn't take videos or close-up photos because electronics are not allowed in there, so I have no other proof than these few pictures. Then, for the first time, we had a field activity for my school with a teacher that came all the way from the US to visit us in India to help us do some data collection on biodiversity data. We basically set traps for insects to calculate the biodiversity of these small organisms in the area, comparing two different areas in the same time, and I got some very nice pictures from there. Then this picture is from my birthday. I actually went to Cinepolis. If you don't know, Cinepolis is a cinema brand that is located here in Morelia, and India is the only country in Asia that has Cinepolis, so it was super nice to be able to be there. Like, the popcorn tasted the same, thank God. After that, a few weeks after my birthday, I went to Mumbai, which is also called Bombay, and I'm not gonna get into the details of why there are two names right now, but it's a really nice place. It's the first time in a while that I felt that I had nothing else to do, nothing else to worry about. I had a lot of work to do, I had a lot of assignments, but I wasn't worrying about them, I wasn't thinking about them at all. I was completely in the moment at that time. And I think I can safely say right now that Mumbai is the most beautiful city that I've ever been in. Then closer to the end of my semester, I went to this place called Charminar, which is super iconic of Hyderabad, and I also visited another fort within Hyderabad. It's called Golconda Fort. So many nice places in there. And I visited this market called Shilparam. And the last place I want to talk to you about is the Rajiv Gandhi International Airport, which is Hyderabad's airport, which I visited a lot of times. I got from Dubai to there, then I went there again to go to the Himalayas and back, then I went from Mumbai to there and back, and then I went to that airport one last time to come back home. So it's a very special place for me. Now, the important part of the video, food. Indian food is amazing. I think it's the closest to Mexican food that I've had in terms of how awesome it is. It's completely different to Mexican food, but it's really amazing. Unfortunately, I don't have pictures of everything, so you'll have to just see what I took pictures of. I got these triangle things. They're called samosas. This is shawarma. There were lots of curries. Now I know that there's this misconception that curry is like a dish in India, and actually curry is more like a kind of food. Like if you're here in Mexico, you say, give me some salsa, but there are like 100 or 1,000 kinds of salsa. It's the same with curries. There are lots and lots of kinds of curries, so you can't just say curry and expect to get anything specific. Chai. Chai is one of my favorite things ever. It's tea with milk and sometimes some spices, and it's just so delicious. I had it so many times and I'm trying to make it myself. It's not that easy, but I'll get there, I'll promise. Maggi is basically ramen. This is some food that I had in Rishikesh. I think it was the best part of my time in Rishikesh. I don't remember what it was, but it was delicious. This is a small video that I took while people preparing food at Juhu Beach in Bombay. And these are some pictures of thalis, which are basically a combination of many foods, mostly curries, that are just sold together and they form a full meal that is very, very delicious. And parathas, they're kind of similar to tortillas, but are thicker and sometimes they're filled with stuff, and they're more greasy, and they're delicious. This is a video of someone preparing cane juice, which basically they just take a cane and they squish all the juice out of it and they put some lime juice on it too, and it's really good, really refreshing. Even when it's not cold, you feel hydrated after it, so it's really nice. And these are momos. Now dosas are kind of like a pancake. They're usually salty, they're super nice, they have a lot of ingredients, you can order them in many flavors, and they're very good. Now apart from that, there are a few things that I want to share with you that I did there, some really cool stuff that I think you'll like. First of all, I bought a sitar! Now this is a super amazing instrument that I'm still trying to learn how to play. Oh look, it's a thumbnail! So to play this thing I have to sit in a weird way that I cannot do well on a chair. So I think I'll try to make my best to show you just a little bit of how this sounds. I've already broken a few strings, sympathetic strings that are here, so I'm very scared of tuning them, so I won't until I get more experience. For now I'm gonna show you this. Now here are some pictures of the celebration we had of an Indian celebration called Holi, which is full of colors. And the same day we had Quinquatria at night, which is a Minerva event that we celebrated in India. It was very nice, everyone dressed up and I had a lot of fun. That day I was named the King of Spice in Minerva, along with another friend, and I'm very proud of that. Finally, I helped organize a student concert in which me and some friends played. I think it was one of the biggest concerts we had in Minerva with a lot of performers. It was a lot of fun, a good way of people to de-stress. And finally, I had to get back home somehow. The travel back was harder given that this thing is super huge and it was a very long trip. It took me, I think, 42 hours. And it's just really tiring when you get to Orlando, you're already in the US, and you do the maths, and it's still 12 more hours before you get home. That's really discouraging, but you have to get through, and I did it. And I'm so very happy to be here, at least for the summer. So I think that's it for today. I hope you like this, and I'll see you when I see you.